Man Ezbenshade. It was a dark and stormy night. Old Man Ezbenshade was sitting alone in his old house. He had already finished his dinner, had washed his dishes in the kitchen, and was now reading quietly in his living room. The lights had went out during the storm, forcing him to read by candlelight. He felt cold, and his body ached, so he thought he would continue reading in bed. He thought about taking a shower, but he didn't like the idea of being wet. "I hate water," he said to himself. When he got to his bedroom, he noticed that the bedroom window was open, and rain was coming in, along with a cold wind. He closed the window tight and locked it. "I hate the rain," he thought to himself. He was thirsty, so he went to the kitchen and poured himself a glass of water from the sink. However, he could not turn off the spigot completely, and little drops of water were coming out. Drip, drip, drip. Ezbenshade returned to the bedroom and started reading his book again. Soon he fell asleep. His heart was beating very fast when he woke up. He was having a nightmare about drowning in a large ocean. So much water all around him. He was sinking down, down, down. Now he was sitting up, shaking and sweating. A tree limb had broken his bedroom window, and rain was coming in again. He reached for the water on his nightstand, and suddenly he stopped his hand. He could see the water in the glass, and he remembered his dream. He quickly grabbed his book, blanket, candle, and his pillow. He then went upstairs to his attic, closing the attic door and locking it. He could hear the thunder and the rain outside, pounding the house. "Go ahead," he said. "Rain all night if you want to. I'm safe and dry in here. There is no water here. You can't catch me in here." He smiled to himself and laid down on the attic floor with his blanket, his book, his pillow, and his candle close beside him. John Smith had driven all night through the bad storm, trying to stay awake and calm. He had dreamt something terrible that night. In his dream, his friend was dying. So now, still wearing his bedclothes, he was trying to reach his friend's house as quickly as possible. He was driving up a hill very close to his friend's house. Ahead, in the distance, John saw flashing lights and men standing in the road. He stopped his car near one of the men and rolled down his window. "Excuse me," John said to the man. "I need to get through here. I have to get to my friend's house. I've had a terrible dream tonight. My friend was locked in a small room, all alone, and then there was a fire, and..." Suddenly, John realized that there was smoke in the air, and he also saw that the man he was talking to was a fireman. The man leaned down to John's car and said, "I'm sorry, you can't go through. We've been fighting a house fire all night long, and there were no survivors."